The Deputy President William Ruto was expected in Nyamira today at 2 p.m. to attend several meetings. The Deputy President was expected to distribute wheelbarrows. He was expected to distribute mkokoteni. The Deputy President was expected to help raise funds for some border group. He was also expected to attend a fundraiser for a church. All those events were stopped by the government. The police just stormed one of the meetings and took the microphone and announced to everybody that no meeting was going to take place at that venue and that they should actually disperse. And everybody left the venue. While that drama was unfolding in Nyamira County, Raila Odinga was meeting with the ODM Women League in Kajiado. And that event was being relayed live on TV. While the drama was unfolding in Nyamira County, Alfred Mutua was in Meru County, continuing with his listening meetings. In fact, tomorrow he's headed to Isiolo. So I am convinced that the police stopped the meeting in Nyamira, not because of the ban which was announced yesterday. It has everything to do with the Mashujaa Day in Kisii. And I want anybody to challenge me. If you know you come from Kericho, you come from Bomet, you come from Kisumu, Homa Bay, and Migori County, I want you to challenge me. For the last 3 days, several military choppers have been flying over in preparation for that event. In fact, yesterday people were even asking, kuna some coup somewhere. So I'm convinced that those meetings were not cancelled because of the ban which was announced yesterday. This meeting had been arranged before. So I'm sure they've been cancelled or stopped because the president is expected in Kisii County on 20th. And what the deputy president was trying to engage in is basically one thing which I said yesterday. That the deputy president is provoking his boss so that the boss can fire him or take some action. And the boss, President Uhuru Kenyatta, is also provoking his deputy to resign. So today I want us to look at why the deputy president, a defiant deputy president, organized that particular event, the real mission, and also why those events were stopped by the government. But before we do that, if you're watching this video for the first time, please, I want you to take a second or two and click the subscribe button, because what we do on this channel is simple. We analyze politics in a way you can't get any other place. So the best thing for you is just to click the subscribe button so that next time you produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now back to the main issue. The Deputy President William Ruto has announced that the meeting in Nyamira has been postponed. I'm just trying to get his tweet. So he's saying, after consultation with MPs Kesomi, Mose, and Nyabonko, the Boda Circle and church leadership who had invited us, we have postponed the two functions in Nyamira County to Thursday next week. The disruptive dispersal by the police of Kenyans engaged in economic empowerment is unnecessary. So the deputy president is saying that these events are going to happen next week on Thursday. Today is Thursday and today is 8th. Next week Thursday would be 15th. I want to assure you here that no meeting is going to take place in Nyamira County and Kisii County on that particular day. President Uhuru Kenyatta is supposed to lead the nation in Mashujaa Day celebrations, which will be held in Kisii. Nyamira and Kisii are basically one thing. So what is the real mission why the deputy president is trying to insubordinate his boss? Why is he trying to organize a meeting when the government machinery, of which is the deputy president, is busy preparing for that event? What is his real mission? In my view, the deputy president is trying to do these three things. Number one, he wants to insubordinate President Uhuru Kenyatta. What do I mean? What stopped the deputy president and his handlers and maybe allies from postponing all these meetings until such a time the president and the Mashujaa Day celebration is over? The events will be over on 20th. Why can't they organize a function after 20th? Why can't they do that? Basically, he's trying to insubordinate President Uhuru Kenyatta. Remember the other time, what happened when he was in Kisii? That's where he started this hustler narrative. And he wanted to prove a point again. So that by the time the president would be going there, the president would go there while the deputy president would actually be the one who's been on the ground. You all remember that the last time President Ruto Kenyatta and Raila Odinga and even William Ruto were in Kisii, almost a year or something ago. Let me play for you a bit of that clip, and I'm going to put the video below, because during that event, the three guys were there and they were really shocked at the support Raila Odinga was enjoying in Kisii.
Ile mkataba tunaweka sahihi inaitwa MOU kwa kimombo, ambayo tunataka kurekebisha ili tukitoka hapa tuwe na nchi ambayo inaungana pamoja. Hakuna kijana wa Kenya ambaye atamaliza masomo aende kufanya interview asipate kazi kwa sababu ya jina yake. Ati huyo ni Mung'ari, nenda pande hii.
Number two, in my view, President Uhuru Kenyatta. Number two, in my view, the Deputy President William Ruto is trying to create a hostile ground for President Uhuru Kenyatta ahead of Mashujaa Day. Otherwise, if the deputy president was honest and sincere, he would just do one thing. He would have told the people who invited him that on 20th, we are going to have Mashujaa Day in Kisii. Because the Mashujaa Day is not new. It's something which was announced 1 year ago. So it's a date which the deputy president has in his calendar that Mashujaa Day for 2020 was going to be in Kisii. And it would just be good. I'm not saying that he cannot have an event even a day before the president arrived there. But there's what is called courtesy. If your boss is intending to attend, to organize, or to preside over an event in a place for the first time, because Mashujaa Day has never happened in Kisii, the best would have been for him to allow the president to organize the event, or to allow the government to organize a successful event. So basically what he's trying to do, because he's now fighting with the government, is trying to create a hostile ground for the president, so that his team, the people who support him, will try the much they can to advise their supporters not to go there. Or alternatively, if the deputy president will be going there, the president will be going there, then his team are likely to mobilize their people to even heckle President Ruto Kenyatta, to even heckle Fred Okengo Matiang'i. Let me tell you something which happened when President Ruto Kenyatta, William Ruto, and Raila Odinga came to Kisumu, Mamboleo Showground. On that day, Junet Mohamed did not speak. And even Fred Matiang'i was not at the stadium. You know why? People had been mobilized to heckle those two gentlemen. So when Junet was given the microphone, he never spoke. He just handed it over to John Mate. Fred Okengo Matiang'i did not go even to that stadium. The people who organized those heckling were actually Team Tanga Tanga. They wanted to prove to people that those two individuals were not popular. That's probably is something which these guys are trying to do in Kisii. So he's trying to create a hostile ground for the president. Number three, I'm also looking at it from a different perspective. That probably number three, I'm also looking at it from a different perspective. That probably the deputy president, William Ruto, is trying to set Kisii against one of their own. He's trying to set Kisii against Fred Okengo Matiang'i. As we speak today in government, Fred Okengo Matiang'i is actually the second most powerful individual after President Uhuru Kenyatta. Because all powers which the deputy president was enjoying were actually transferred to Fred Matiang'i. So in Kisii today, Fred Matiang'i is the senior most politician. And of course, there's even this rumor that President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga could even consider Fred Matiang'i as the compromise candidate. So by organizing a rally, which the deputy president knew so well the government was going to stop, by organizing an event he knew so well the government was going to stop. What the deputy president is trying to do is trying to set up Kisii against Matiang'i. Because the moment you are there, tear gas is lobbied, or even bullets are fired, na bunduki chape mtu. Who will take the blame? This exact script of what transpired in Murang'a. And they shifted the blame to Fred Matiang'i and Kibichu. In Kisii, if this thing was to happen again, they would have shifted the blame to Fred Matiang'i. I'm not sure whether they would have extended it to Karaja Kibichu. But I think Fred Okengo Matiang'i played smart. The police which were there never lobbied tear gas. Tear gas I saw later on, but not at the venue. And of course now those were other groups which were now organized trying to resist or trying to fight with the police. But on the other side, I also strongly believe that Uhuru Kenyatta and his government, because you can't divorce the government from Uhuru Kenyatta, also decided that that meeting was not going to take place. And they made that move because for them also, they wanted to achieve some political objectives. The first thing they wanted to do is to test the depth of the deputy president's support in Kisii. And if that's what they wanted to do, they've succeeded. The government wanted to test how passionate are Kisiis in their support for the deputy president. So that you have people already gathered in a stadium waiting for the deputy president to arrive. Then the police come, someone takes the microphone and asks you guys to leave. And just like that, everybody left the venue. So they wanted to test whether Kisiis can actually resist or put a fight on behalf of the deputy president. None was willing to put a fight for the deputy president. So they've achieved that. Number two, I think it's also a clear warning to the deputy president and his allies that it won't be business as usual. That this time round, they are serious. I've never seen in my entire life, especially in this country, an event being presided over by the deputy president, especially after a cabinet meeting, because the deputy president was supposed to attend a cabinet meeting. I'm not sure whether he attended that cabinet meeting. Then he was expected to fly to the venue, being stopped. So that was a very clear signal and a message. And number three, I also think that the government is sending a message outside there to church leaders who are providing the ground for the deputy president to conduct his political activities, that their time is now up. But the mere fact that these guys went and stopped an alleged church function is a clear signal that is a warning to the church. Of course, if this was a Rambe, I would have expected, even because if it's an SDA church, the way they were saying, you can't tell me that Kisii is Kericho, for example. In Kericho, or even in Nandi here, you can easily say that almost 90% of the people attending that church are supporters of the DP. Just like you can easily conclude that in Luo Nyanza, if it was a church function, you can easily conclude that 90% of those people are actually supporters of Raila. This was a church function in SDA church function. Why were other political leaders excluded? Talk of the governor, even the governor, even the provincial administration. Why couldn't they even invite Matiang'i? Because in ideal situation, if you are advising, if you are inviting the deputy president, then courtesy would require you to even extend that invitation to Fred Matiang'i. Let Fred Matiang'i abscond. Then you can show people that he was invited. So I think that was also a message. And also, lastly, I think Fred Matiang'i is also trying to flex his muscle. He's telling the DP that the president is coming here next week. But what? I'm not going to allow whatever they're trying to do. I won't allow. And because he controls the machinery, watu wamesikia leo. I don't know what you think, but that's my perspective. The stoppage of that event, in my view, has nothing whatsoever to the ban which was announced yesterday. It has nothing. It has everything to do with Mashujaa Day. If you have a different opinion to that, please let me know in the comment section. And again, for those who are watching this video for the first time, please take a second or two, click the subscribe button now, so that next time we produce a video like this, you will automatically get notified by YouTube. What we do on this channel is simple. We analyze politics in a way you can't get anywhere else. So the best thing for you, click subscribe button so that next time we produce a video, you won't miss anything. Thank you guys, and please don't forget to share this video to your friends. We want to reach 100,000. We are 83, and I want to thank you guys for the support. Don't forget to drop your comments. But again, there are people who can't comment. The easiest thing for you is just to click that thumbs up button. Just do that. It helps the channel. That's the only way you can also help the channel. Again, for those who want to reach me, you can always reach me on my WhatsApp number, which is 0777 741323. Just drop me a WhatsApp message. Calls might not get through, or I might not pick. But WhatsApp, just do it. 0777 741323. Bye-bye.